Yo, like, share the video. We're gonna do like we always do, man. You know, we're gonna talk that talk. We're gonna go out and make it happen. You know, that's what we're gonna do. We vibing tonight. Vibing. You know? Yes, sir. It's official. Like a referee with a whistle. You know? There's a lot of shit going on. A lot of shit I've been hearing, a lot of shit I've been seeing. And some of this shit, man, you can't even get away from a lot of this shit. You know? You can't even get away from a lot of this shit today. Damn near impossible. A lot of this shit that's going on in society today, you used to could have kind of separate yourself or isolate yourself, I should say, and kind of be in your own little world. But even if you isolate yourself in your own little world and you come out for a couple minutes or a couple hours or a day or two, within that time frame, you're still gonna see some shit and you're gonna be like, what the hell? So it's a different time, different environment, different vibe, different energy today than what it used to be back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And this is partially the reason why there's so much confusion today amongst men and women. Women are acting more like men than ever before, and men are acting like women today. And I give you an example. When has it ever been cool, or when did it become cool to talk about other men? I'm talking like you calling their names. When has that ever been cool? When did that start to be cool? It happens a lot on the internet. It happens offline too, but I'm starting to see more and more of it today. When did that become like the manly thing to do? That's some weirdo shit. I don't understand that. I don't have time to be thinking about what's in another man's pocket. I don't have time to be thinking about what the other man is doing with in his household, with his wife, his girlfriend, his kids, or whatever. Today, it's damn near it's normal for guys to sit around and gossip like women about other men. When did that become the thing to do? That's some weirdo shit. I didn't I didn't see a lot of that growing up. I can't even remember that shit. The only people that talked, the only man that talked about another man was a hater. And the only reason he was talking about him, he couldn't do nothing about it. He couldn't do nothing about it. That was the only guy that was talking about another man when I was growing up. Today, you got guys make a whole shows dedicated to one man. They'll go an hour, 2, 3, 4 hours talking about one man, the whole show. And people are tuned in, listening to it. What part of the game is that? What part of the game is that, yo? When did that become cool? When did that become entertainment? That's some weirdo shit. I can't even wrap my mind around that way of thinking. I don't know what to say about that shit. You know, when I see it, I'm like, I want to get away from this dude. I want to just get away from the whole environment. That's some weirdo shit. I mean, I don't like, when has it ever become cool for guys to be sitting around saying stuff like, man, he making all this money. Where he getting all this money from? I'm like, shit, I guess he invested his money, I guess. Shit, I don't know. Fuck. I really don't care. I haven't really put too much thought into how much money he got or how he made it. I'm thinking about how much money I got in my pocket. See, and if he's willing to share how he did it, I'm listening. But I'm not sitting there talking to another man, gossiping about what the other man has done in order to get some money. That's weirdo shit to me. I don't understand that. I don't. Like, these are the type of. This is what women have to date or get married to. These are the type of dudes that women have to settle for out here. That's some weirdo shit. And another thing that I see, a lot of guys that's in their 20s today, they're not really concerned about a woman like that. They're not really, dudes don't even think like that today. A lot of these guys, they just, as long as they got the video games is like top of mind, and whatever other activity that comes about. But a lot of these dudes today, they don't even care about if a woman is around. They're not even trying. A lot of dudes in the 20s not even trying. 20s and 30s. They're not even a woman is not like priority. No, not even, I'm not gonna say priority, but a woman is not top of mind. That's what I would say. It used to be that when I was growing up, we used to try to like get some money. We didn't really like being broke, like not having no money in your pocket that wasn't acceptable when I was growing up. Because we always looked at it like, I gotta get as much money as I can so I can have options to go out of town or travel or go to the club or event, whatever's going on, go to the park or festival, something like that. Because that's where the girl's going to be at. Dudes today, a lot of these dudes in the 20s, early 20s, they're not even thinking like that. They don't even even if they broke, that don't even bother them. You know, and you can say, well, his dad wasn't around, his mom fucked him up. But even the dudes that didn't have the parents and the mom around like that didn't want to be broke back in the day. So you can't blame that on the parents or the deadbeat parents. Because the dudes that had even the deadbeat, even the dudes that the mom or the dad were fucked up, even they didn't want to be broke. As a matter of fact, if you got deadbeat parents, even today or even back in the day, that's even more. That should give you even more drive and strength to get some money as much as you can, because your parents ain't shit. That, you know what I'm saying? At least that's what I saw. But a lot of these young dudes, they can be broke as long as they find a place to lay their head and a woman to take care of them. And the woman pay all the bills. He's home during the day, doing whatever that entails. There's a lot of guys out here that's cool with that. And the woman she wear the pants, calling the shots. There's a lot of women that are cool with that shit. A lot of guys are cool with that shit. She's the boss. That was not acceptable when I was growing up. If you couldn't hang with us, if a woman was like wearing the pants, we would laugh at you and clown you growing up. If we found out that your girlfriend or your wife was pushing you around and, treating you like the bitch in the relationship, yeah, we would clown you. You wouldn't be able to hang with us. We would roast them dudes. Every time we seen them, we'd keep roasting their ass until they would leave. Today, these dudes they're not making fun of nobody. It's a different mentality out here today. It's different. And see the problem with that, a woman like that's been taking care of guys, for a couple years or whatever. When she meets a guy like me, I'm the total opposite of that. That's like a culture shock to her, because she's used to paying all the bills and taking care of the household by herself, and the man not having to do anything but stay home during the day playing video games and doing whatever, right? When I come around, I'm the total opposite of that shit. I'm the boss. I'm that dude. And like, a lot of women have a problem with that because they're not used to that. They're not used to a man being a leader. A lot of women haven't been around a guy that's like that. They don't really know what that looks like. Now they might have heard about one of their friends might have a guy like that that's uh keep her accountable and bring out the best in her, and they have a family and everything. She might have heard about it, but she ain't ever really seen it. She just go over there for the holidays, some shit like that, to their house. She might have stayed over her friend's house a couple times, if that. But a lot of women they haven't dated a guy like that. You know what I'm saying? That's a completely different mentality. It's like for example, I'm not going to base my decision on what a woman would say. I'll listen to what she says, but the decision is going to be based on my decision. But these guys listen to women when it comes to leadership. Think about that. Now, you tell me, what does a woman, any woman, know about leadership? Tell me anything. What does any woman know about leadership? I don't. That's $1 million question. But I don't know what a woman could tell me about leadership. I don't know. I mean, why in the hell would I listen to a woman, any woman? I don't care where she's from. I don't care what language she speaks. I don't care how she grew up. What can a woman tell me about leadership? I haven't met a woman in my life that I don't know that I don't expect women to be hard body and pulling out them things, and I don't expect women to even engage in activity like that. You know, see, the average woman thinks leadership skills is accomplishments. They equate leadership with accomplishments. They did this, they did that. That's not leadership. Just because you got some accomplishments underneath your belt, no, that's not leadership. That's more like a confidence builder. No, that's not. No, no. Leadership. See, is good when things are going well. Hell, anybody can be a leader when things are going well. I mean, come on. Anybody can, even a kid can be a leader if things are going well. But when things aren't going so well, that's where the rubber meets the road. Yeah, that's how you know who the true leader is. When things aren't going so well. When you don't have enough money coming in, you don't have no support from your friends and your family, everybody's against you, you know, maybe you feeling sad and blue. You don't have the best self-esteem in the world. Maybe you lost your job. Maybe it's a pandemic. What do you do when things aren't going so well? Boy, this is what you see. This is when you find out what you're really made of. when things aren't going so well. They say pressure bust pipes. Yeah, so what the average woman, from what I've been seeing, when things aren't going so well, the average woman is looking to run.
No, 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 no.
Let's just be honest. Maybe your experience might be different from mine. I've been observing women for, I don't know, I'm going to say 40 years. You know, this is how long I've been observing women. I've been around women, you know, almost all my life. I got sisters and aunts, and I had a mama that raised me. You know, I got cousins. But for the most part, I would say even some of my relatives, you know, they stuck it out with the guy. But these other groups of women that I don't know, that I met outside of my family, for the most part, when things aren't going so well, mentally, they kind of disconnect and they're ready to get up out of there. When things get uncomfortable, they're ready to kind of get away from whatever the problem is. That's the average woman today. So if the guy can't handle it, if he's not equipped to handle the problems, whatever the problem may be, maybe he just can't figure it out, or maybe he's just not he's not able to do it. And if he's not able to do it, the average woman is kind of like, they're ready to get up out of there. They're ready to run. That's what I've been seeing. This is why you have a lot of women that run over here all the time. They come from all over the world. They'll run to North America. These ain't the cream of the crop type of women coming over here now. These women have left, just like the guys have left, because they weren't doing so well wherever they came from. Or maybe the person that brought them over here, he probably wasn't doing so well either. That's why he came over here. You know, because I've traveled to a lot of these other countries and a lot of these other places. The people that are doing well, they ain't trying to leave and go to another country and start all over again. You know, people talk that American dream talk. Hey, man, fuck that American dream. I don't live no American dream. Shit, I'm good where I'm at in my country, my homeland. Yeah, what the hell I want to go over there for? I got to start all over. I've had people tell me that. Like, hell, what I want to... I had a guy in Japan told me that. They're like, what the hell I want to go over there for? He said, I'll go visit, but I don't want to move. I got to start all over again. The food different. Shit. The weather's different. I'm around all these different other groups of people. I like being around Japanese people all the time. Hell, if I move to North America, I got to be around everybody. Shit, the dudes, the Japanese guys said, fuck that. He said, I already got a lot of money. What the fuck, what I want to move to North America for? Oh, he said, I'll go over there and maybe invest in property or something like that, real estate. He said, I already have all the money I need. You know, I'm making over here. What the hell I want to go over there for? He said, it's nice to visit, but I wouldn't want to live there. That's what the Japanese man said now. You know, like, what the hell I want to come live the American dream for what? He's like, man, I'm living the dream over here in Japan. That's what the Japanese man told me. I was like, what, 21 at the time. He said, the hell with that shit. You know, He said, shit, my English ain't that good as it is. I got to learn how to speak English better if I move to America. He said, hell with that. You know? Shit. Then he said, I got to move my family and the kids. I got to find a school to go to for Japanese kids. He said, man, that shit gonna be too complicated, man. Hell with that. You know? That's what he told me, man. You know. That's when I learned that everybody don't want to come over here like that. Not like they make it seem. They make it seem like this is a place that everybody wants to come over. I learned the only people that really want to move over here, the ones that are failing, that have failed where they came from. You know, because like if somebody can come over here, they might live in the man. They let criminals over here, bro. You have a criminal background at some place, you know, man, they don't be knowing who these damn people are most of the time, man. A lot of these people don't even have birth certificates when they come over here. You be thinking the motherfucker is 35, motherfucker don't know how old he is. He or she. You know, I know somebody that's like that. You know, I don't even know how old she is. And I've been knowing her for, oh boy, what, 15 years. I don't know how old the bitch is, to be honest. She told me how old she is. No, she's older than that. She's old. She's like at least 60 by now. You know, if you look at her, you be like, yeah, this bitch old. You know, but when I met her, first she lied about age. First she said she was 42, and then she came clean. Cause I know she wasn't 42. She came clean and said she was 49. And I'm like, oh. And then after about 5 years, I'm like, no, you older than that. Shit. You ain't no 49. You know. You weren't no 49 when I met you, you know. Then she, oh, you know, I just never got the truth about how old she is. I had to figure this shit out on my own. What type of shit is that? That's the only bad thing I can say about her, though. Only negative thing I can say about it. I can't say nothing else. I can't say anything else about her that's bad. Everything else about her is positive. You know, so I give her a pass. But she's old. You know, she's old. You know, she's old. But she didn't have no birth certificate. A lot of these people don't have no birth certificate, man. You know, they come over here. There's some people in America, born and raised in America, they don't got no birth certificate either. My grandmother was like that. My grandmother was probably the first person I knew that didn't have a birth certificate when I was growing up. She had to go get one. Only because she had to get I think it was life insurance at the time. You know, I think just to prove how old she was. You know, I think that's what it was, if I remember correctly. But yeah, you know, it's you know, yeah, women aren't really the way they used to be. You know, the woman of the days of how your grandmother was, that shit over. You know, them women, them type of women is gone. They're dying off as we speak. You know, they're dying off, man. It's It's women today don't even know how to stick out amongst other women. They don't even know how to do it. They just think, hey, if I just dress up, put on a nice dress, shoes and some heels and nails done, hair done. They think that's just enough. She might give the dude a little, I don't know, give him a little something, might go home with him, rock his world. She think that's all she has to do. Just show him a good time. That's the average woman today. If you show him a good time, if I do that a couple times, 3 or 4 times, I'm trying to have him sprung on me. If she would do that, she think that's a lot of females' game. Just get the guy sprung on her, give him pussy whip, and that'll make her stock rise to the top. No, that shit don't work. No, anybody can show somebody a good time if they really want to do it. You know, see, this is what I'm talking about when I say women act like men. You know, because guys think like that. If I show her a good time, man, I'll rock her. God, that's the way guys think. There's a lot of guys out here that think like that. If I put that dick on them real good, man, she'll be hooked for life. No, it takes a little bit more than that. You know, and if you have sex if you're having sex with a woman the way I think you're having it, that definitely ain't gonna work. You know, a lot of guys, unfortunately, they really don't know what they're doing in the sack, yo. They don't know what they're doing. And you might say, well, how do you know? Because I used to be in the 20s and I used to be a teenager. And when I look back on it today, if I look back on what I was doing in the 20s, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I really didn't. I was just learning as I was going, basically. You know. And even women, they don't know what they're doing either. Yeah, you'd be shocked. It's women that's in their 30s, 40s, and 50s, probably 60s. They do not know their bodies. They really don't know what they're doing. The average woman only knows as much as she's experienced being with other guys. And if those other guys don't know what they're doing, she probably won't know what she's doing either. Plus, a lot of these women don't know who they are as a woman. They haven't really found out who they are as a woman. They don't know who they are. They haven't gotten past that yet. That stage of womanhood yet. They have an identity crisis. You know? See, if you don't know who you are as a person, nothing is going to work out ever. It's never going to work. That's a critical step in your development, just as a human being. If you don't know who you are, nothing else is going to work. Your parents probably forgot to tell you about that one. Boy, that sounds simple, but boy, that's a critical step in your development as a human being, man or woman. Until you figure out who you are, nothing is going to work. You're always going to have to start all over again. You're always going to have to be like, damn, that shit ended. Yeah, it ended because it wasn't nothing there. There wasn't no foundation. The shit wasn't solid. So it's easy to leave when you didn't put shit in. Hell, anybody can stick around for a couple of years just going through the motion. But if you've been around for a couple of years and you put in the time and the effort and you grew to become a better man or a better woman, and you got a lot of stock in the game as a couple, as a family, shit, it's gonna be hard to leave that shit. Especially if y'all have a strong bond, it's gonna be hard to leave. It's gonna be hard for any man and woman to leave, especially a woman. It's gonna be hard to leave. If for a woman, it's gonna be hard for her to even look at another man. If she has if she's so invested in her man, her family, and the kids, she ain't really she can't she's another man is kind of invisible to that type of woman. She ain't really fucking feeling another man like that. She's so into her man at the house. On some level, even if she's in front of another man, and whether it's at a job or some business, function going on, that might stress her out. Cause you're like, man, I gotta deal with these damn fools at the job. this damn job is stressing me out. She'll be happy to go back home to her husband. Cause she ain't really into them other guys like that. But if the opposite is true, she's not invested, she ain't committed into the man at home, she's just going through the motion. The guys at the job, man, they look good. The guys at the conference, man, they look good, man. She ain't got nothing going on at home. Hell, every time she walk outside, damn near every guy look good. So yeah, that could go both ways. That could go both ways, man. But if you don't know who you are, and she don't know who she is, boy, that's a train wreck. That's a recipe for disaster. You got two people together and none of them know who they are. And they're in the 30s and 40s and 50s sometimes. I'm like, you've been living for 40 something years. You still haven't figured out who you are yet? How long it's going to take? Damn. And you still care more about what people think about you than you or your man. What type of shit is that? That's when you know that relationship ain't gonna last. It's not gonna last. It's not supposed to last when it's like that. If your friends if her friends can talk her out of or talk her in almost anything, and you come behind her and tell her how stupid she is, and she don't think that's the case, oh, that relationship is doomed to fail. Yeah, you're gonna have to let that bitch go. Yeah, you're gonna have to let that bitch go. You can't have somebody around you like that. You can't live with somebody like that long term. No, that bitch do anything. If she's willing to listen to outside forces, outside voices over yours, oh no, you can't live with that bitch. If something happened to you, that bitch will pull the plug on you if you end up in the hospital. If you end up in if you have some freak accident, and you end up in a coma, some shit, that bitch will pull the plug on you with the quickness. She don't even think about it. She's like, shit, I ain't like him anyway. Shit. You know, he'd be like, "Oh, there's a certain doctor might say, hey, there's a chance that he could come out of it or whatever." And shit, that bitch would be like, "Well, what's the chance of doctor would be like, hey, what's the chance?" She might ask, "What's the chance of him coming out coma?" He might say 50-50. Well, just pull a plug on him. Shit. You can't have no bitch around you like that. You boy, you setting yourself up for fucking disaster. And don't have no kids with no woman like that. Oh hell no. Man, if you have a kid with a bitch like that, them kids is gonna be a failure. The kids gonna be a failure. It's no. It just can't happen. No. No. Because the kids gonna be around. Well, for the most part, this is how I usually go, unless the mom is a deadbeat. The kids spend more time with the mom than you. But you gonna be, unless you're a single dad. A lot of deadbeat moms out here. They'll haul ass, and a lot of single dads out here, bro. Nobody talks about that shit, boy. The damn mom be like, "You can have them kids. I'm gone."
No, 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 no.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of women, man, say, "Hey, I don't want nothing. You have full custody. I'll come visit whenever I can." And that's it. The dirty, rotten bitch left. The dude with 2, 3 kids. You know, that shit happened, boy. That's a lot of that going on out here, boy. Nobody talks about that. Not only did the dirty, rotten bitch leave, she meets another guy, had more kids with a new guy. But she ain't leave him. So the bitch got 2 sets of kids. One, she left. She deserted the motherfuckers. And the one with the new guy she met, oh, she loved them. She loved them kids more than the first set. What type of shit is that, man? You know, what type of shit? This is the type of women you have out here today. You know, it's and nobody really said anything about it. Women, they ain't gonna say nothing about it. You know, women will hang amongst other women, no problem. They won't even say anything. You know, that shit didn't happen back in the day. No, women would shame them motherfuckers. You know, now a man saying anything to a woman like that, it's a waste of time. This is why I don't even talk to women about anything. I don't criticize women. I just get the fuck away from them. You know, it ain't gonna go nowhere. They're not gonna change. So I get the hell away from them. Because, and let me tell you the reason why I get away from them. Because I know it's not gonna end well for them. So I just separate myself from them because I don't play that favoritism thing. You know, you treat a man, you don't treat a woman like this, you don't treat a woman like a man. Well, hey, what you give off is what you get back. I don't play them games. You know, you're not gonna, you know, you're not gonna try to bully me just because you're a woman. No, I don't play them games. So I separate myself from just people like that in general. You know, because I'm going to defend myself by any means necessary, man or woman. So I separate myself. I try to avoid certain situations. Because there's no man that feels good about himself that's going to tolerate any disrespect like that. You know, any form of disrespect like that. You know, there's no man that feels good about himself. He can't coexist with men or women in a space like that for very long. Something's going to happen. It's going to end badly. That's usually how it go. You know, this is why you might see a man on the front page of the newspaper. You know, with well, he killed the bitch. You know that because that guy he snapped. You know what I'm saying? See, every guy has a breaking point. Every guy has a breaking point. You know, and you can be like, hey, you gotta control your emotions. Look, every guy has a breaking point. You know, and there's a lot of people out here that will say, gotta control your emotion, control yourself. Look, and them same people that's talking that talk, 9 times out of 10, they haven't been in a situation, in a stressful situation, or in a situation where they had to defend their life, or someone's coming at them or trying to attack them. Those people that talk that theory, most of them people haven't been in situations like that. They just there might be a professor at college. They took a couple courses and got certified. And now they think that, hey, I'm qualified to tell you how you're supposed to act. Now, that's bullshit. That's what you got. You know, that's like somebody that's never been in the Navy that's going to tell me how it was in the Navy. I'm like, when you got out? You know, and you have a lot of that. People trying to tell you how it was when I was in the Navy. I'm like, well, you never been in. How the hell you know? They'll say it sounds just like another job to me. Well, if it was just like another job, more people would get out much faster. Like tomorrow, every day, somebody would get fired if it was just like another job. But we know that ain't the case because people don't get fired every day from being that's in the military. You know, you have people that they're not qualified to talk to you about shit, but they feel the need to run their mouth because they were allowed to. You know, it's kind of like people that I heard the same argument with people that with the athletes. People that play football, or or people that they're not even athletic. They're commentators and reporters. They act like they know more than you, and they never been an athlete. Ever. They haven't even ran track. Never played softball, never played nothing in athletics in their whole entire life. But they feel the need that, hey, I'm qualified to tell you how you were feeling when you were playing the game on Monday night football. You know, that's bullshit. You know, that's bullshit. So they think, and a lot of women, I'm a leader. A leader of what? What are you a leader of? You ain't a leader of men. We know that ain't true. I don't see women leading men around anywhere. And that's not a shot at women. I just don't see women leading men around anywhere. Now, okay, yeah, well, she's the owner of a company. Okay, she's the owner of a company. She just hired people, and she's telling people what to do. That's their job. People get hired to do their job. But that don't make them a good leader. They're just a good manager of people. They make sure that people do what they're supposed to be doing because that's their job. Everyone has a role on the job. You know, I mean, how much shit can go wrong on a job? You are not going to die if you're in a corporate building. I mean, let's just be honest. If you're in a corporate building, most jobs, you're not going to die. Nothing's going to happen in there. You're not going to lose your life, you know, unless you work at a plant, steel mill, factory, power plant. But there ain't a lot of those companies around. Ain't a lot of steel mills around, power plants around. You know, it's a handful of those places in America. You know, a couple hundreds. You know, I mean, F that. Might be less than that. You know, and all of them are owned by the same people in North America, by the way. You know, whether it's the Grids, Santee Cooper, Duke Power, where I'm at, Santee Cooper in South Carolina, and Georgia Power. It might be every state is a different name, but they're all owned by the same people. You know, so it's probably less than 100 power and steel mills in North America. If I had to guess, it's only 50 states. So I'm just doing the math. You know what I'm saying? I don't see women leading those. I don't see women with top positions in those spaces. Jobs that are dangerous, where you could lose your life. Oh, they have jobs in there. They have jobs for women in there. But women are not, they're not on the top of the pyramid. That's what I'm saying. They're not. And there's a reason why they're not. It's not because they're not good enough. No, it's because what would happen if shit get crazy in there? I'm telling you, most women are usually like, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. I'm not knocking women. That's usually what they do. They're like, I'm out. Women get scared, they out of there. Look, a guy can threaten to beat a woman up, that bitch gonna be gone. She's not sticking around waiting on to get beat up. If there's danger in the air, if there's danger in the environment, that bitch gonna be gone, bro. That bitch gonna be gone. Fuck them kids too. That bitch out. I'm telling you, bro. You might say, "Oh, that's fucked up," bro. This shit happens. Somebody called me like a couple months ago. This woman done the same exact shit I'm talking about. She was married to some dude. Well, they're not married no more. She married to some dude, some white dude. He threatened to, I guess, beat her up. That bitch hauled ass, left the kids, and left every goddamn thing. Now, what type of mother is that? What type of mother is that, man? Most real mothers, if they gonna haul ass, they're not leaving them kids behind. That's how it used to be when I was growing up. Today, bro, these bitches will leave every goddamn thing. And the kid. And they might take the dog before the kids. That bitch was like, oh, I'm going back for the kids later. No, you're not. You lying, bitch. You're not going back. And the bitch never did. Bitch never went back for it. Let me tell you when this bitch went back. After they went to court, got a divorce. That's the next time she saw the kids. And that was 8 months later. And the husband used the divorce. The husband used that against that bitch. And she deserted. The judge was like, oh, you deserted the kids, so you don't get shit. Yeah. So I don't know about you. You can be led around by women all you want. I'm not. I know better. I know better. I know what real leadership looks like. And all the shit that I've been hearing is just accomplishments. Or some type of action something they did. And that's accomplishments is cool, but that ain't got nothing to do with relationship. That ain't got nothing to do with leadership. That's more of a confidence build. That boosts your confidence. Great. Everybody needs that. Or you should be, I won the game. I won the race. Great. Everybody needs that every once in a while. But if you're not winning, you're not feeling so good when you wake up in the morning. Boy, what's going to happen now? If it's chaos outside, if the damn ship is falling, sinking, boy, what's going to happen now? That's where the rubber meets the road. So there's a lot of lies out here, man. That's why there's so much confusion out here. Guys acting like women and women acting like men. And the worst part about it is they don't even know no better. They think the shit normal. You got guys a butt kissing online, chasing some bad built white woman, kissing her ass. Nobody really know her. I'm a can of paint. They running behind her anyway because I don't know why. Guess they want to be in the club. I never wanted to be in the club. I don't have to be. See, I live in the real world, around real people, where I live. I'm solid out in these streets. I can go anywhere in the country, even overseas, and I'm good. I'm solid out here. That people know I'm not a bullshitter. Oh, they can say, oh, he's an asshole. I don't like him. They can say all that. But they can't say I'm a bullshitter. Or ass kisser. Can't say that. I would take the respect over everything else. You don't gotta like me, but you gotta respect me. I'm solid out here. I'm solid. A lot of people know who I am out here. There's a lot of people know me online. They know who I am. But hey, they see me there. Oh, okay, I know. I've seen them around. Yeah, I know you see me around. Shit. But those people believe them. People believe the men and women that are frauds today. It's easy to fool somebody today. More than that, it's easy more than ever before. Back in the day, you used to kind of have to fool people, trick them, but you ain't got to do that no more. You can just go in the room and just make up some shit, and it ain't got to be true either. It could be all lies, and most people they'll believe it. Especially if they like you as a person. And why would they like you as a person? Who knows? That could be multiple reasons. Could be multiple reasons. It could, a lot of people are, we live in very interesting times today. But a lot of stuff I've been seeing over the past month, I would say. As far as you know, this shit is there's no hope for most man or woman today. I'm not as optimistic as I used to be. If you're a common man today, if you're a like average man today, man, you don't really got your chances of making it today, at least having some type of impact. It's gonna be very difficult for you, buddy. If you're trying to be the average cat. If you're passive and docile and goofy and silly, you're probably not gonna make it today. Acting goofy and silly today. You can't really afford to be average today if you're a man. You know, not today. You know, when I was growing up, yeah, you could be average. And you'd be fine. But today, no. No, you can't afford that to be acting all silly and stupid and goofy and docile and ka and laughing and giggling with everybody. You're not gonna make it. And all that kissing ass, that's not working as well as it used to. Is it? That kissing ass ain't working out the way it used to, man. You know. So hey, if you I put the link in here. You got anything to say, hey, you can come on, we can talk about it. But all that kissing ass ain't working the way it used to, man. Shit has changed out here. You know? A lot of people are scared. See, a lot of people, when people are scared, this is what you see what leadership is really made of. When people are scared, they don't, they freeze, don't do shit. They're shaking in their boots and shit. And these are the same people that tell you, you're lazy. Pick yourself up by your bootstrap. They're the ones that's shaking in their boots right about now. If they don't know what's going to happen, they're afraid. It's okay to be afraid, but you still got to make a move. That's what. See, women, when times are hard, women are looking at the guy that they with to see what he gonna do, because she don't want to make a bad decision, even though she says she's a leader. She still don't want to make a bad decision. See, making decisions, good or bad, is a part of leadership. Is a part of being a good leader. Your parents probably forgot to tell you that. It's okay to make a mistake. But if you make, what you gonna do when you make the mistake? Are you gonna clean it up? Or are you gonna act like it don't exist? Or just throw your hand up and be like, man, I don't know, man. Or you just act like, just forget about it. There's a lot of guys like that too, boy. It's kind of passive. They don't like cleaning up the problems. They'll just let it kind of float on out there and take care of itself. Same thing they do with kids. They don't teach the kids shit. They'll let the kids go out there and figure it out on his own. And he'll make every type of mistake you can probably think of. And then end up in prison and you're surprised. You didn't teach him shit. You set him up for failure. That's what we got out here, man. A blind leading the blind. So yeah, I'm not as optimistic as I used to be. I'm not optimistic. I think your best bet today is just you need 2 to 5 people that you close to. Form your own little circle of people, and y'all take care of each other. That's gonna be your best bet today. You trying to save the world? Please, you're fucking delusional. You know, I have a good friend. You know, I call him Big Mike. Big Mike say, "Oh, you trying to save the world?" No, I'm not. I didn't start this channel because I'm trying to save the world, brother. I started this channel for fun when I was traveling and doing whatever I wanted to do. And I wanted to use it to meet people. Actually, I wanted to meet people because I used to travel by myself all the time. And I wasn't, everywhere I went, I didn't know anybody that was there. You know? So I just use it as a networking tool. That's why I started this channel. And the same thing I'm doing with my new channel. The same thing I'm doing with my new podcast. I use it as a networking tool. You know? But surprisingly, my new podcast, man, people are flocking towards me. Which is very surprising. You know, I think I met more people that I connect with. Yeah, I would say I met more people that I connect with on my new podcast than I ever did on my first podcast, Love Can't Wait. Yeah. A lot of these people that I interviewed on Love Can't Wait podcast, I didn't connect with almost none of those people. I mean, maybe 2, 3 at best. No more than 5. So I interviewed probably 40 people? In 2 years? And I probably connected with less than 5 people. Really. Most of the people just came and we did the recording and left. That was it. You know? But on this podcast, because it's more of a business podcast. That's a total different ball game. You know? And see, when it comes to talking business, those are my roots. That's where I started from. Because I have an advertising background. I used to work for a publishing company back in the day. Those are my roots. Talking about relationship shit is cool, but that's not really something that I really enjoyed talking about, to be honest. I mean, it was cool. It still is cool. But it ain't but so much shit I can talk about. I can talk about my experiences and where I've been and who I met and all the people I met or whatever. Well, how much that shit becomes redundant after a while. I mean, people don't change. It's the same shit. Just reheated. Same old soup, just reheated, man. There's nothing new out here. At the end of the day, it's on you as a man. It's all about you. Starts with you and ends with you. Whether you believe it or not. Starts with you and ends with you. There's no magic pill or no blue pill. Whatever the hell people talk. There's no magic pill, no blue pill, no red pill. Man, it's making up shit. You buy into it. You looking for some magic trick, some shit like that. Nah. Only magic comes in is when you become the best man you can be. That's where the magic comes in at. Because once you become the best man you can be, everything else gets easier. Less struggle. Less rejection. Less all the negative stuff is less of. And all the positive stuff is more of. That's what happens when you keep getting better as a man, and that never stops. By the way, this is not like going to college and you graduate. No, you have to keep getting better as a man all the time. You should. I don't know why you wouldn't, because things will keep getting better. You get more opportunities. That's how the real world works. You get more opportunities, you get more women, you get more money, you live better. I can go on and on. You know, if you have kids, you raise good kids, and on and on. You know what I'm saying? That's how the real world works. See, I live in the real world. See, a lot of these people online, they didn't do shit until they came online. They had no success, no accomplishments until they came online. I mean, a lot of these people are young. So how much you going to do how much have you really accomplished if you're 18, 21 years old? You know, and then a lot of these people have failed at almost everything they tried. You might have a chick that just got a divorce. She's 37 and she's been failing in everything. Failed marriage, failed in all areas of her life, been a failure. But you're attracted to that because, you know, everyone likes a train wreck. You know, everyone likes a train wreck. Everyone likes what they call it? The hero's journey. You know, rags to riches. He got shot up 7 times and now he got rich. Everyone likes that.
No.
Yeah, everyone likes that, you know. But that don't interest me. I don't want to hear about your damn. You getting shot 5 times? That shit don't really do nothing to me. I ain't impressed by that shit. I don't know. You know, people like the hood drama, the streets, and all that shit. That's attractive to a lot of people. I'm like, I ain't never been attracted to none of that shit. Me personally, you know, I'm not a hood dude. I'm more of a military type dude. I approach everything with a military mind because that's how it really is out here. This is you're in a battlefield, whether you aware of it or not, whether you approach it like that way or not. You know, and if you don't approach it that way, the world will teach you otherwise. You know, and that's just what it is. That's how it was, and that's how it is. You know. So hey, like, share this episode, and all that good stuff, man. And all that good stuff, man. And don't forget to check out the Love Can't Wait podcast. And leave me a review over there. You know? Leave me a review over there. I'm gonna be doing some more interviews for the next couple days or whatever. And don't forget to check out the Patreon as well. You know? Until next time, I'm out.
Alright. Just got the call, it's going down tonight. It's a lot of goodbyes here tonight, but then I saw the sky and that I like. Hair from